Caller, you're on the air. Hey, Chell.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So, I was telling you about that documentary on the human face that I saw today with John Cleese. And can you even see me? And basically, it was just saying that we become a lot more connected to each other as you can hear each other speak and see each other's facial expressions. Do you agree with that?
I think to a certain degree. Yeah. I think some people thrive on actual human interaction. They could never have it any other way. But then I also believe that you have those great stories of love where people would write to each other and there was only communication between the two people. Like Shakespeare or whatever, or like Jane Austen. Those were very
Inconvenient times.
very inconvenient times. I was thinking more like romantic because it was a little bit more like real, but yeah.
Because it was inconvenient if you actually ran into each other, and then it must be your destiny because
I know.
you could have been out in the countryside or in England. Who knows?
Well, let's just go there. Jane Austen. Inconvenient times for sure. I believe that Jane Austen was a very inconvenient time. Number one, because God forbid you weren't rich, and you had.
It was more like no money, more problems.
God, yeah. And God forbid you weren't rich and you weren't cute. You were like spinster for show.
And you probably had 7 sisters who were way better looking than you.
Right. Exactly.
Small increments.
Yeah. Bigger breasts.
Better teeth.
Yeah. And then
not by much though, because they're in England, but
yeah.
A little better.
I definitely feel for women who actually had to fall in love back then. It was very traumatic. Everything was so proper, and I just one thing that I love about the time that we live in is there's a lack of improperness. I actually prefer it.
So we have terrible manners.
Yes. Gosh, that's all I want.
So we have no social
manners.
structure whatsoever.
Yeah. Lack of manners. Formalities. Oh, good choice in words.
Formality ruins everything.
Formality is just poop.
I don't like reading Jane Austen for that reason because I feel very frustrated. And I know, that's what she was putting out there, but
Yeah. That's exactly why I love Jane Austen. She was just wanting to get laid. She just wanted love. She just wanted passion, and she just never. She never got it. Jane Austen never fell. She fell in love once, and
she got burned.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She did get burned. She got totally burned. They were going to get married, and it just didn't pan out, the marriage thing, and then she wrote about love.
So, but do you think that if there were more convenient times that they were living in, and their stories,
internet?
Yeah,
Match.com.
But not with your cousin.
What did you say?
Not with your cousin.
Yeah.
Not a family reunion.
Yeah.
Not this side of the Mississippi.
For all those Iranians out there, it still counts if you're 7th cousins.
Yep. There's no such thing as kissing cousins. Shouldn't be kissing any of your cousins.
Only in Elvis Day.
Yep. No, do you think that they tolerated a lack of interaction because they didn't have any choice? Because I mean,
Yes.
the way it's portrayed, they're like, oh hey, I saw you walking down the road to buy a loaf of bread. You want to get married?
Do you know what though? Like I don't know. I miss that innocence. Like God, like you be looking fine, girl. Like show, like you with that loaf of bread, yo. Like bring that over to my house. We'll like bake something, make some cookies. Oh yeah. Like I kind of miss that sensitivity, you know.
Well, I think it's kind of ironic because as much as there are these formalities that people had to deal with, I think it's funny that they kind of just like cut to the chase. You know, they didn't really play around.
But do you know what? Like, I mean,
They're like, life is short. Let's do this.
the thing is though, is in a lot of the books though, I'm gonna have to argue that in a lot of the books they take place over like a long amount of time. Like Persuasion. Ugh.
I don't read them, so I wouldn't know.
Well, if you really pay attention to the movies too, though, like it's always over a long period of time. Like
I'm stressed out watching
Persuasion.
them.
Oh my God, Persuasion. I just like, I watched the BBC version of that movie. I just like want to cry thinking about it now.
Those English know how to suffer.
Dude, like there's a scene.
They make it an art.
There's a scene at the end of the movie where I'm like getting a little emotional. Here, boo. There's a scene at the end of the movie. This isn't beer, hun. You can't hold your glass normal. You don't have to worry about the foam. There's no foam. Yeah, there's no foam in this beer.
Thanks, babe. I get 2 tiny glasses in and I'm done, you know.
So anyways,
Whoa!
what just happened?
Nothing.
Oh, the foam?
Not
Is
foam.
overwhelming
Foam
you?
didn't happen.
Oh. Anyways, Persuasion. There's a scene there at the end of the movie. The whole premise of the movie is this girl who fell in love with this guy. And at the time he was a captain. No, he wasn't a captain. He was just kind of yo. And she was persuaded to... Here, let's move the mail. She was persuaded to not marry him due to the fact that he didn't have any money. Here, this is just like frustration. Ah! That's my marriage certificate, boo. Anyways, she was persuaded to not marry him because of the fact that he was poor, but she always loved him. And then come to find out that she never stopped loving him. She never found love, and then he became rich, of course. You know, after she was persuaded by friends to not marry him. Your hair. Anyways, and so years later, he's not married, she's not married, and he's like rich, and he comes into town, and all the ladies want him. Yeah, and she's super jealous, but she's quiet, just because that's her way. And
well, the best way to suffer is quietly.
Yes.
If you make a big deal about it, then...
And then at the end of the
Less
movie,
painful.
it comes out, because she thought he was going to get engaged to this